In this presentation, we're going to talk about the history of intelligence and the measurement of intelligence. History of intelligence. Paul Broca and Sir Francis Galton were the prominent scientists who thought about measuring intelligence. Sir Francis Galton administered a battery of tests measuring variables such as head size, reaction time, visual accuracy, auditory threshold, breathing capacity, etc. He thought he could determine intelligence by measuring the size of human skull. He assumed that the larger the skull, smarter the person. Sir Francis Galton's test did not prove very useful for the measurement of intelligence. This happened during the mid 1880s. In the early 1890s, Raymond Cattell, an assistant of Sir Francis Galton, established similar laboratories in the United States. This time he came up with the term mental test for the first time in the psychology literature. Cattell shared Sir Galton's view that intelligence is best measured through sensory tasks. Taking forward his mentor's view, he emphasized on the standardization of test administration so that the results are comparable from person to person and from time to time. In the beginning of 20th century, school authorities in Paris were keenly interested in knowing the reasons behind the repeated failure of certain students in the examination. So no medical reason or environmental factor was associated with the failure. As a result of this, the Binet-Simon intelligence test was established. In collaboration with Theodore Simon, Alfred Binet published his first scale of intelligence in 1905. So Alfred Binet is considered as the father of intelligence. Binet-Simon intelligence test consists of several components such as logical reasoning, finding rhyming words and naming words. This scale was revised in 1908 and 1911. Louis Terman from Stanford University revised the Binet-Simon intelligence scale in 1916. He added few items, added other items, established new age norms, and extended the upper age limit to the scale. This revised test is known as the Stanford Bna Test. This test was revised in 1937, 1960, 1972, 1986, and 2004. The First World War began in 1914. Later, in 1917, Robert Yerkes, with help of his colleagues, prepared Army Alpha and Army Beta intelligence tests. Those intelligence tests were used while recruiting soldiers in the army. In the post-First World War period, the importance of intelligence tests increased. In 1939, during the Second World War, again, while recruiting the soldiers in the army, an intelligence test named Army General Classification Test was used on a large scale. In 1939, David Wechsler published the Wechsler-Belleuse Intelligence Scale. This scale was revised in 1959 and was renamed as Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale, WAIS. WAIS 4, Adult and Older Adult, Carl Pearson 2008, and WISC is the version that we use for children. Currently, WISC 5th edition for ages 6.0 to 16.11 is in use. Concepts related to the measurement of intelligence. The first component is mental age. The concept of mental age was introduced by Alfred Binet. He assumed that mental development need not correspond to the chronological age. So he devised a test comprising of items specified for different age groups, levels, measured mental age of various people. Mental age can be defined as the age at which individual performs successfully on all items on the test prepared for that age. Intelligence quotient, IQ. This concept was introduced by William Stern in 1912. It was the ratio of mental age MA to chronological age CA, which means that mental age upon chronological age. Terman refined the formula of IQ by multiplying the ratio of MA and CA by 100, and the formula is IQ is equal to mental age MA upon chronological age CA into 100.